decided to do some improvements on the electrics as well. This is our LED kitchen light, and I'm just usually plugging it in with a 12-volt connection up here. But now I'm planning to actually put a switch right here and put the cables through the top part and coming out underneath here. Unfortunately, the switch didn't work. Every time I put it in between the wires, it blew up on me no matter which way I turned the wires around. I wasted about 3 fuses, so I decided to skip that for the moment. Maybe it's just the wrong switch. But I've managed to put the cable here behind. So now instead of the cable's hanging down, it's a nice short cable. And all we have to do is put in the 12-volt connection. And the kitchen light comes on. I'm trying to repair the blind from our windows. 2 strings are broken, but it's a complicated system because you have to feed it through some springs. There seem to be 3 threads per corner, and they go through 5 different holes. It's a true work of patience. It's a real tricky thing. So what I'm doing is I attach the new cable, which is this white one, to the old one, which is the blue one, and then I kind of feed the blue one out or through whatever the holes are, and the white one is actually following through. And then there's some springs, and that's where the some of the thingies have to go, threads have to go through, and then they kind of feed out towards a point. And I started marking the cable, so this is number 1. If you follow it, it will end over there, number 1, and then I've got 2 and 3 over there. You see these green patches on the floor, and they are diagonal to 2 and 3 on this end. And I'm also writing myself notes. So number 4 went through here, through the spring up here, and then out here, number 4. So now the hardest part is to make the strings all the same length. And I decided to bind the blind together to be able to feed it through with the same length. So I'm done after, I don't know, 3 hours, but it does work. Tomorrow I just have to make sure I've got the right length when it's inside the window. It works. So I managed to fix it. I'm really happy. It wasn't easy to make these strings the same length and work it out, but it works fabulously. Perfect. Helen can still do it.
Yo juguete, ¿no?
So we need a song.
Ay, mire. A ver, dale, toca lo mismo. Con el ritmo y todo.
That one. Ending and a break. So.
Canina, ¿eh? ¿Gusta la música? ¿Gusta la música? Sí. Sí, claro.
No graba nada. Está muy pop.
What's on the next one?
Uy, ese final estuvo.
Bravo! They're preparing for a concert here.
We need a song. What was the ones we were playing at the wedding?
No, eso mismo, no.
Matrimonio. It's a bossa nova. ¿Dónde es el bossa nova? No sé.
Bossa, dice
B,
Latin.
Latin.
Sí, latino.
Y bossa nova. Sí. Okay.
F, la.
Wait a minute. Needs to go a bit slower, I think.
Sí, es.
Do we do an intro as well? Hang on.
Pero Helen para cada ratico.
Intro. Okay.
Very good, guys. Not bad.
Chévere, ¿no?
Oh,
Mira, aquí.
oh, yeah. No, no. I think I'm gonna have to just miss out notes.
Can you do that?
I don't know. It's not gonna work because I don't have the full range.
Bravo. After 3 years of not playing.
Super.
This is pretty good.
Terrible, 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 terrible.
Few days of practicing and we have a concert piano here.
Sí, suena,
It's completely different.
pero
It's,
no, pero que la
son-
perfección.
son diferentes.
Es chévere hacerlo, perfecto, pero lo que llega uno a tocar en sus
Necesito
ensayos
detalle.
y en su preparación, eso es lo que vale y lo importante. Pasar ese camino de la nueva pieza, la nueva canción para tocar.
Okay. Reverb. I've got that, so let's try this.
Helen's missing again.
Toco.
Yeah.
You can sing them.
So we have here naan bread. We are oh. Aha.
Sieht schon gut aus.
This is it's been rolled out. It's made with
Yogurt, flour, salt, water, oil.
this is
Kitchen of Kirsten again.
Kitchens of Kirsten. And was haben wir da?
And we have
what here?
aloo gobi.
Aloo gobi.
But I think we need some cream or something with it. We see.
I've got some yogurt if you want.
Mal immer meine. Oh, das ist ja nicht schlecht.
Aha. I thought they would stick. Oh, das ist gut. Das ist gut. Das ist super. Das ist ja super. That looks really good. I can tell you, if you If you could stand here, you would smell this, and it's really, really good. In fact, it smells so good, and it has done for the last, I don't know, half an hour. It's like, can't wait any longer.
This is garlic butter here.
Garlic butter on the naan bread. We're having garlic naan.
Look at this. This is really coming up nicely. I already had a bite to see if it's through and through, and it tastes awesome. Lots of garlic, of course. Look how bubbly that is. So here it is, the fabulous naan bread. Let's go and eat because it's nice and hot. Helen is hungry.
I is very hungry.
I have to say, this is awesome. It's really, really awesome. The naan bread is fabulous.
And not too spicy hot. It's just about right.
The aloo gobi is just right as well.
It would not be hot
Love
enough
it.
for anybody else, but for us it's fine.
The naan bread is well worth a try. Super. Yummy, oder? Delicious. Of course, you can't kiss anybody afterwards because there's lots of fresh garlic on there, but it's actually to die for.
Whilst we're practicing happy music, the world is playing to a different tune.
Dramatic new figures show that 90% of deaths from COVID-19 have happened in countries with high obesity rates. It says that death rates are usually 10 times higher in those places where more than 50% of the population is overweight. Germany looks set to follow France in changing its stance on the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine and recommending its use on the over 65s. The government is expecting a decision shortly.
An historic moment for Iraq. The Pope lands in Baghdad for the first ever papal visit to the country. Reports from Myanmar that police have opened fire on protesters as demonstrations continue against the military coup. China tightens its grip on Hong Kong as it reveals an overhaul of the territory's electoral system. And on the up, a new study says confidence in coronavirus vaccines is increasing across the world.
The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been telling all in a deeply personal interview on US television. Meghan said her treatment by the royal family and British press led to thoughts of self-harm.
Buckingham Palace says the British royal family is concerned over issues of race raised by the Duchess of Sussex in a television interview. A statement said the matter would be addressed privately. California is to reserve 40% of available vaccines for disadvantaged residents and essential workers to try to get the state open again.
It's 1 year on from the moment the World Health Organization declared the coronavirus outbreak a global pandemic. Despite more than 2.6 million deaths across the globe, there is hope as vaccines are reaching some of the most remote parts of the world. President Biden's coronavirus relief package has cleared its final hurdle in the US Congress. The plan, worth almost $2 trillion, was approved by the House of Representatives without a single Republican vote in favour. And Japan is marking 10 years since the earthquake and tsunami that swept away nearly 20,000 people.
3 European countries have suspended the use of the AstraZeneca vaccine over concerns with no evidence of a link to blood clots. Thailand has delayed its rollout. The EU's medicines regulator says it is safe.
The family of George Floyd, the unarmed black man killed when restrained by a white police officer, will receive $27 million in compensation from the city of Minneapolis, one of the largest pretrial settlements in US history. March the 13th marks 1 year since Breonna Taylor was killed in her apartment by police officers who shot her 8 times, fueling mass protests. No criminal charges have ever been brought over her death.
Stay tuned for more videos.